Hello everybody, welcome, happy July of 18th of 2024. This is a Thursday reading. Basically this is going to be a very welcoming reading. It's going to be a mystery reading. Very interesting. So, we're going to figure out what's going to happen. And overall in this reading, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. So, this is going to be very interesting. Very unique, very, how it is, and this is how it seems to be. So, I understand that it's a welcoming reading, and this is how it's going to be. Okay, so overall, that's how it is, and this is what it seems to be. I'm going to, enjoy myself with this reading, and this is how it is. So, I understand that you can give it a like, give it a comment if you want, and this is how it seems to be. So, I know that this is going to be very interesting, and I hope that you all enjoy this. And give it a like, give it a comment, and enjoy, because this is just a mystery reading. We don't know who's doing it, we don't know who's doing this, I don't know if I'm talking about a cross-watcher or not. This is how it seems to be. So I'm going to look at between the two oracle cards, and we're going to do exactly how it is. I'm going to do it a little bit different today. This is how it seems to be, and this is what's going on. So I know that this is a good overall a way of how it is, but this is how it seems to be. So let's get started. The first oracle card is success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Okay, so we're going to start with success. Success, everyone has success, but this is how it seems to be. Be very successful and do what you can, but you never know to do it, right? So you could be maybe an overachiever or anything like that, but this is how it seems to be. Okay, and we have acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. This is how it is, right? So this is a very interesting way of how it goes, and this is how it is, right? So this is just a turnout about what's going on, because you're going to accept. So I'm going to look at the success and acceptance. We're going to look at these two cards to see what's going on. And I hope that you enjoy this, because this is just how it is one way or another, and this is how it seems to be. So I know that this is just a very good general reading, and I know that this is going to be very interesting. So so this is how it is, and this is what's going on, and this is how it is. So I understand that this is just how a general reading is, but one way or another, it's just the way it is, right? So you understand this, and it's just a very good, interesting reading, because I want to know. And by the way, this is just a mystery reading, right? So we don't know who's doing this, right? We don't know, but we're going to look at the left side and right side, and this is how it is. So I'm only going to do one card each, and this is what's going on. And this is what it seems to be. So let's get to it. Alright, so the point being is that in this reading we have the Queen of Swords reversed, and we have the Four of Cups reversed. These two are different. Now they're reverse cards, okay? They are in a negativity spot. But this is how it is. It's the way of how it goes. But this is how it seems to be, right? Because this is kind of fear-based about how it seems to be, and this is how it's going to go. So I'm going to clarify the Queen of Swords on the left side, because I want to see what's going on. So I'm going to clarify, because this is just how this very interesting general reading is, and this is how it's going to be. So I'm going to clarify one card here and one card here. Okay, so this is just a general reading. So we have the Seven of Wands reversed. Interesting concept, because there's something happening in here. The Fool is reversed because there's no change, right? Because that's how it is. So everything is still the same, but it's just how a very welcoming reading it is, right? This is just how it goes, but one way or another, everything has to be like, how it is, right? This is how it seems to be, but in other words, it's the way of how it goes, right? So I'm going to see what's the outcome of this reading, because this is a very interesting reading so far. So we have the Page of Swords reverse. Interesting. Followed by the King of Pentacles upright. So we know that there's an earth sign. We know it could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in one way or another. So we understand that this is just a very interesting way about how this general reading goes. This is very interesting because in one way or another, it's the very welcoming sight about how it goes. So I understand that this is just how it is, but this is how it seems to be. So on the left, so on the right side, we know that there is a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We don't know who's on the left side. So let's see. The Ace of Swords is upright. So we're dealing with another Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So we have air signs and earth signs. That's very interesting. Okay, so now we want to know about this outcome. We're going to figure this out because in one way or another, this is how it's going to be shifted, right? Because we have to know our own standards. Because at the bottom of this deck, we have the King of Cups reversed because there's no romance. It's the way of how it goes. So that's very interesting. So, this is how it is. This is just a general reading, but this is like a mystery reading. And it's very interesting. So it's just how it goes. So I'm going to clarify on the left side. So I'm going to use 3 cards here and 3 cards here. So we have the Page of Swords reverse because there's no education. Okay. So we have the Page of Pentacles reverse because there's no prospects. But Ace of Swords upright is the understanding. See, this is the way it goes, right? Because in one way or another, this is how it seems to be. You have understanding. You have how it goes, right? Now, what's the opposite about over here on the right side? Six of Cups is upright because there's the past. The Six of Pentacles upright because there's kindness. Eight of Pentacles reversed because there's no perfection. The Judgment reverse is no action. But the Hermit is upright because there's solitude. Yeah, see? This is the way it goes. So you have basically highness, past, and the Hermit card that represents how it goes. Like you're looking for a soulmate. This is how it is, right? And this is a very welcoming ring. Like, not to be mean or rude, but it's the way of how it goes, right? Because this is just a general reading, right? Because you need to have that balance of knowing what to do, right? It's the way of how it goes, because in one way or another, everything is kind of all, interesting of how it goes, right? So I know that this is just how general it is, right? But this is just a mystery reading. It's just how mystery is. You think that, oh, everything's fine, everything's all dandy, but this is the way it goes, right? So let's see. So I want to see what's the opposite of the understanding. And what's the opposite about this solitude card. The Six of Pentacles upright, yeah, because now it does represent Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, right? And the Hierophant is upright because you're healing about something, right? So I know that there's a healing of how it is. So could be like a back and forth situation, but it's the way of how it goes. It's an outcome. It's the way of looking in, right? This is how general it is, because in one way or another, it's just a general reading, you know? So I understand that this is just general reading, but it does make sense. So I'm going to see what's up with the Six of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords is upright, but the King of Pentacles reversed. So you have the King of Pentacles is upright here on your right side, but on the left side you have the King of Pentacles that's reversed. And the Seven of Swords represents that you're feeling hurt. Someone actually hurted you. It's not very good, but this is how it seems to be. And now you have the Two of Swords is upright because on the left side you don't know which direction you're going to take, left or right. So it's like you have that, mentality of how it goes, right? Because in one way or another everything is fine, dandy, whatnot, and everything is kind of very, intrusive of how it goes. But one way or another, it's the way of how it goes. Everything is kind of shifted, like a lickety split, in one way or another. And this is how it goes. This is just a general reading, but this is just like a mystery reading, because it is mystery. It is a mystery reading. So this is a good reading so far. So now I'm going to clarify this Hierophant. Queen of Pentacles is upright. Nine of Swords is upright. And the Eight of Swords is upright. Yeah, see? Because on the right side they are hurting. Right? So the Eight of Swords is like it's having like probably anxiety, don't know exactly how it is, right? The Seven of Swords represents that they are feeling hurt. They don't know which direction they're going to take because they're limping, could be from left and right. It doesn't remember how this is, but this is just a general reading. It does make sense, but in one way or another it kind of does. But this is how it is, right? So we know how it seems to be, right? And this is just a general reading, but it does make sense. It does. So, this is a very good mystery reading. And I know that, how it is, but, this is how it is, right? Let's see. So I'm going to clarify this Two of Swords. I'm going to clarify this Eight of Swords. So on the left side, let's see. The Three of Swords is upright because I just said that they're feeling hurt, right? Because they're having heartbreak, right? Because they're feeling sad and they're whimpering and you don't know what to do, right? It is a funny reading actually, but it's the way of how it goes. On the right side, Page of Cups reversed. Interesting about that. Interesting. Okay. So what's the opposite about this? About the Page of Cups? Death card is upright because that represents Scorpio, but that's like an ending now. So there's an ending and there's heartbreak at the same time. That's very interesting. So this does make sense between the King of Pentacles side, and then there's the way of feeling hurt by the left side. Okay, now this is not confusing, but it's the way of how it goes because there is a connection. There is a way of knowing what to do because, believe how it is, right? And it is very interesting. It's very, how it is. Because in one way or another, everything is kind of shifted, right? Because you think, oh, everything's fine or, this is how it goes. But, one way or another, everything has to be all great, So I understand how it goes. This is how it seems to be, I guess, right? Because this is just a general reading, but let's see. So let me look on the left side, then we're going to look at the right side. And then I'll do the oracle cards, and then we're going to see who's doing this over here. So we're going to see because there's going to be mystery. So let's see. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed because there's no stability, right? Wow, the Six of Swords reversed because there's no movement. But the Four of Wands is upright because there's celebration. Okay? So I understand that there is celebration on the side here, right? Now, what's else about this Death card? Alright, so this Seven of Wands reversed because there's no resilience. Oh wow. The High Priestess is inner voice. There's no inner voice. And the Ten of Cups reversed because there is no completion. But the Five of Wands is upright because there's chaos. Wow, yeah, so there's chaos and celebration. Oh my god. I'm just gonna like not gonna try to laugh here, but I am. Oh my god. Having celebration and chaos. This is just a general reading, but it does make sense, right? It does. Because in that perfection, everything seems to be very great. But in the way of how it goes, this is just how a general reading is. It makes sense as it goes along. But in one way or another, you believe what's going on. Because, it's the way of how it goes, but this is just how a general reading is. It's funny. We're almost done. So this is just a general reading so far. This is how it kind of is at the moment. So I understand this because this is just a general reading. So we have the success because I just read that to you earlier. So success is celebration. Okay, so that's just on the left side. On the right side you have acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So basically they are having to accept chaos because that's how it is, right? Because this is just how it seems to be. Because in one way or another, they are accepting chaos. It's very interesting of how that sounds, but in the way of how this general reading is, it does make sense. It's a funny reading, but it's the way of how it goes. It's just how funny it is. It is. Oh, and let's see. I already see who's doing this. So we have the Page of Water. Intuitive, sensitive, artistic, friendly. A new person enters your life. Relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. Yeah, because they want to be into a relationship. So this was all along like a water sign, as in Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is how it is one way or another. And on the right side over here is the Five of Air. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. Yeah, because this is how it is. So I understand that this is just the way it goes, and this is just how it is. And this is like an air sign, as in Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this is between how it goes. I hope that this reading gives you a highlight point of how it is, but this is just a mystery reading, and this is how it goes. So I hope that you pay attention to this reading. I hope that you understand it all, and this is how it is, because in one way or another, this is just the way it seems to be. So I understand how it goes, and I know how it is. So this is just a general reading, and I hope that this is a good way of knowing what to do, but it's a funny reading, and I hope that you enjoy this, because this is just how it is. Laughter is a good medicine, and it's the way of how it goes. And this is just a general reading, but this is just a mystery reading, and this is how it is. It's very mystery, but it's a funny reading at the same time. So this is how it seems to be. I hope this is a good reading, and I hope that you enjoy this, because this is just how it goes, and this is how it is. In one way or another, this is just how it is, right? Because this is just the way it is, and this is what's going on. So I hope that this reading helps you. Give it a like, give it a comment, and this is how it is. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful time, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Really. Bye for now. Thanks. Bye.